Meeting will come to order, please. The notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act for this meeting have been satisfied. Would you please turn off all electronic equipment? We'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I know. Very good.
Johanna, call the roll, please.
Mayor Becker.
Here.
Commissioner Amadeo.
Here.
Commissioner Blumberg.
I am here.
We have before us for approval the minutes of our meetings on July 21.
I'll make a motion we approve those.
I'll second that motion.
Mayor Becker.
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo.
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
We will now open for public comment. 3 minutes on any subject you'd like to speak about. Is there any public comment? Please come forward to the microphone, state your name and address for the record.
Good afternoon. My name is Jeff Hurvitz, H-U-R-V-I-T-Z, 9300 Atlantic Avenue at the Shore Club. And the issue I want to discuss is one of the sand dunes that are upcoming. We have 73 units in the building, and we are the owners of those units, at least myself was one of them. We're the only such building with a pool right at the beach, and we have had direct access to the beach to this point. We would ask for continued direct access for a couple of reasons. The foremost reason being we have elderly people in the building who find it much less stressful to continue as they have to go directly to the beach from the steps of our pool. And secondly, we're also concerned with the value of the property. It might decrease in value, resulting in obviously an issue with taxes coming through from there in the future as the perceived value of the building decreases, because right now we're a desirable building with a pool up front. We are mostly concerned with the elderly, though, who would have more of a undue stress on them physically as they enter directly to the ocean and instead have to go around the side streets. So we ask that you consider that. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. We will take note of that. Okay. Anyone else?
Good afternoon. My name is Harold Klein. I live at 100 North Huntington Avenue. I understand that they're going to do some repaving on Winchester Avenue sometime in the fall or the spring. I don't know which. I also would like to suggest that while we're doing that kind of work, we should dig up that street and replace those pipes that are underground. They're very old. They do not take all the water that's coming off, although I must say the pumps do help. But I would like to suggest to you that when you're doing that kind of work already, I don't know what the cost would be, but I think you should look into it to try to do that. The second thing is, at Hanover and Winchester Avenue, there are no drains for water to drain down underground. They all come down to Huntington and Winchester, which is the low end of the area, and we would like to have drains put in those four corners to help eliminate that water problem. The other problem I just would like to ask is that we are the only street from the beach to the bay that has not been repaved, and it is in terrible, terrible condition. I would like you to look into that to see if we can correct it. I do thank you for your time.
Thank you, Harold. We'll look into that and get back to you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Gentlemen, lady. My name is Rick Clausen. I live at 9300 Atlantic Avenue at the Shore Club. I understand that there's an ordinance requiring you to clean up after your animal. And I see various signs around the city, but I do not see an ordinance that requires you to curb your dog. So I would assume that it's perfectly legal for the dog to go up on a neighbor's grass and to urinate on the grass. They've been doing that at the Shore Club. We've been paying a lot of money for upkeep of the grounds, and if you walk around the grounds, you'll see various spots that are yellowed or brown, and it's obvious. And, I've encountered somebody with the dog urinating on the grass, and I approached the dog. I approached the owner, and I had a conversation with the owner, and I said, you know, you're really not allowed to do this. And he says, well, there's no ordinance against having to curb your dog. I said, well, would you like a dog to go up on your lawn and yellow the different areas of the lawn and brown the areas? He had no comment. I've called the code enforcer, and I have yet to receive a call back. But I don't know why there's not an ordinance requiring you to curb your dogs.
Is there an ordinance?
Don?
I can't give you that answer.
Nobody.
I don't read
So there-
Really,
okay.
I don't know. We'd have to look up. I was under the impression that there was an ordinance, but is there? Yeah,
There are
I think-
ordinances that control that. Now, I don't know if it addresses the specific question you want. In other words, people taking a dog up on your private property. I would think they can't do that. That could be a form of trespass. But people are allowed to walk it in the street right away. So if your
Correct.
property line is shy of the sidewalk edge,
Right.
which it is in many places, particularly along Atlantic Avenue there, that's actually city property. For instance, where the Margate Towers is, all that, we had to give them a license to allow all that brickwork there, block work, because it's part of the city street.
But in towards
I don't know
the,
where the line would
Past the
be.
right of way, it's your property. You
Yeah,
can't trespass.
That's right.
okay. So what do you suggest? And we can put up signs saying, please keep your dogs off the grass?
Well, I think that would be number one, and yeah, and if you wanted to prosecute them for trespass or coming on your property if you warned them, that may be the remedy. Well, I always see you around. If I see you and I have the ordinance book, we'll take a look at it. I'll show you what provisions would be applicable. I know we have ordinances on it. There's some of our oldest ordinances in the book, but they're there.
All right, good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. Any other public comment?
Sewell, 22 West Drive. I brought the issue up of the taxpayers picking up a tab of nearly $800 for the school board solicitor to attend a regular school board meeting. It's just shy of $800. And the irony is that over $400 of it constitutes travel expenses. And my question is, isn't there a local attorney capable of sitting there like a sphinx, like this guy does, month after month after month? I just think that this is a tremendous, tremendous waste of taxpayers' money. And it should be addressed, and it should be addressed promptly. You have to remember that this school board is failing all 7 indicators of efficiency. It's being run inefficiently because nobody on that board has one iota of fiscally prudent common sense, or else they'd never be paying $165 an hour for some attorney to wheel down from upstate to be at our school board meetings. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. I say that be changed, and be changed immediately. I don't think we should be paying $800 for a guy to sit there silently month after month after month. This is insanity, pure, unadulterated insanity, and it should stop at once. And one way to stop it, Mayor, would be for 2 of these commissioners to vote to have a direct election of school board members so that the voters have an opportunity to select fiscally responsible, fiscally prudent school board members, because we're light years away from that. And I also think that there should be oversight on these 7 areas of inefficiency that the board month after month, year after year, indulges in. They indulge in it at the cost to young families being able to move into town and senior citizens being able to stay in their homes. When we're paying $28,000 per pupil per year, good Lord. As one former superintendent and vendor said, you could send somebody to Rutgers for $11,000. So there's a serious gap here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. Anyone else?
Steve Warner, 103 North Sumner Avenue. I'd just like to comment on this City Hall project. Last October, Engineer Wahlberg said that the job was 60% done, okay? And now we're cruising in on a year from that October. The job's still not done. I've seen long periods where no one was there. I mean, regardless of how difficult this job was, people were not working on it for long stretches of time, okay? Now you have, it was originally $2.26 million, and which, that's whatever the job was, so I didn't question that. Then we get a $277,000 extra, which I thought was outrageous. And now I see there's another $78,000, which the city's got to rob Peter to pay Paul to pay. And still the job's not done. I mean, this, if nothing else, this contractor should be blackballed or something. I just think it's unacceptable. If you're going to charge top dollar, the least you can do is get the job done. And it still looks terrible over there. That thing is all boarded up. It looks ramshackle, like an abandoned building or something. It's a disgrace, really, in the summer to have this go on, and then more and more money. I just think it's not right. And I think, in the future, any proposals that this man submits should be looked at with through the eye that he doesn't finish his jobs. All right, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Any other public comment?
Do you want to comment, John? It's a waste. It's a waste.
I have a video I want you to see and hear. My name is Katie Mazer. I live behind the Public Works. Actually, you could say right.
Could I have your address,
right
please?
Right
Katie.
Katie, your address.
Thank you. Right where you're at is my house. Where this white line is right where Public Works is. I have a video I want you to listen to. I sleep, eat, and wake up to this every morning. And I'll take my whole 3 minutes. I'm videoing everything you're doing. I live an abnormal life while everybody else sleeps. Okay? This is 7:15 a.m. in the morning. You need to relocate this. JCC sits behind homes, very quiet. Everybody, you can conduct a business, but not like this behind our homes. It's been unbearable. That beeping goes right through our bedrooms. Every day we hear it, okay? You let them begin at 7 a.m., they're starting there at 6. I got holes in my walls. I got cracks in my home, okay? I'm waking up to this. I'm getting sick mentally, physically, hearing this. I can't sleep. Okay? I want to sit down, and I want you to hear this. Wake up to this every morning and tell me we should pay the same taxes as everybody sleeping. This is not even on loud.
I got several of them.
Okay, several videos. I don't know what they're doing back there, but they need to take this somewhere else where our homes aren't as close to it.
Business like this close to
Okay?
our home.
You got castles, quiet. You got JCC, quiet. You got insurance companies, lawyers' offices. You don't conduct this type of business, okay, behind people's homes. This has been 20 years. 20 years I've been asking for help. Move this place. Stop the beeping even. Just stop the beeping. I can't sleep.
Right there.
Okay? All the neighbors are talking about it. Margate had this behind your homes. Something's wrong here, okay? And do we need to take it to an attorney? I don't want to do that. I'm trying not to do that. We can't sleep, okay? We can't live normal lives. We can't barbecue. People are coming over and visiting us in the summer going, what is that? I'm embarrassed. I got to blast my TV, blast my radio. 7 days a week. Hear it. I've been hearing it for 20 years now, and I'm getting sick. And so are my neighbors. Please do something about it and don't ignore it.
We'll look into that, Katie. Thank you. Anyone else?
I live in the same street, 114 Harding. A week ago I came out of Philadelphia, and the smell is unbelievable. You should see the roof of my extension I put in. It's all black spots. I cannot wash it off, it doesn't come off. I don't know what the hell they're using up there. But what it is the smell, it's like a sore. How can we go to sleep and leave an open window? That's incredible. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. Any other public comment? Is there a motion to close public comment?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it, Mayor.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
We'll now move to public comment on second reading of ordinances and resolutions. Is there any comment?
Sewell, 22 West Drive. Once again, ordinance 17. I would request that handicap parking permits be barred if there's any off-street parking available for the applicants, and that renewing this permit should be each and every year with a medical doctor's certificate. Resolution 142, once again, the proper accountancy term is semi-monthly and not bi-monthly. Resolution 147, it's not clear from the language, or at least as much as I've read of it, that this DEP grant is not a matching grant. And then also, the question is this under the Green Acres restrictions? Resolution 148. How many easements are we getting for $5,000? That's a question for the mayor. How many easements are we getting for $5,000, Mayor?
Easements for the beach?
That's correct.
Where did you get the number of $5,000?
That's what it says in the resolution, $5,000.
I can straighten it out.
Straighten it out.
That is not, that's for the valuation issue. As you know, we fought the dune replenishment, and now we have to go for the issue of valuation. We've been offered $29,000. We're trying to get a lot more than $29,000. To do that, we need to submit an appraisal. So that is a contract for an appraiser not to exceed $5,000.
Well, approximately what would be the cost per easement? That's the question.
Well, we have 89 areas, and they've offered us, I think it's what, $29,000 for the 89. It's some nominal
89
amount.
into 5,000, John.
I'll do that when I get
Do that
home.
math in your head.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Resolution 150. I concur with Steve. Part of the reasons that you have professionals on site is to avoid and preclude, quote-unquote, unforeseen conditions. In this resolution, I see 4 separate numbers. I see $2,000, $277,000, $78,000, and $40,000. It's really a hodgepodge of numbers, And the bottom line is that this job should have been done and completed. If you have, you're well aware that many contracts call for a penalty if the work is not done by X, Y, or Z time. And also, if the contractor doesn't contract it out right, rather than submit a change order, he eats that money.
Thank you.
As far as Bracco, I live at 110 North Harding Avenue. That was my daughter that was telling me about the conditions over there. It's so bad that I don't stay in my home. From 7:30, I leave and try to get out the whole day until maybe 3 o'clock, hoping that it stops. The beeping is so bad, it's now in my head. I think I hear it when I don't hear it. I haven't been to a doctor for it, but I might. Number one question in my head, I'm not very educated, but how did they ever take one lot, divide it in half, and say one half is residential and the other is commercial? That I can't understand. I don't see it all over. I'm from North Jersey, and I've never seen anything like that, where that's a lot in my eyes, and down the middle is the fence, commercial, residential, and that becomes our problem. How did that ever happen? You people are all educated. I don't see how that ever happened. But anyway, the beeping is very, very bad. If you had to listen to that all day, I'm quite sure if I went to a doctor, he would tell me that that's not something that you want to do. They used to do that in concentration camps in Europe. Put on noises like that so people go crazy. Anyway, this is our problem in Margate. I'm quite sure we have enough money with these beautiful homes that are up now to take this thing, that the Public Works, move it to another section and put all beautiful offices in back there. Like you could have one, or instead of coming to the school here, put all the offices for the community. And then the school could be used for whatever the school is made to be used for. But that would be just a suggestion. You got such beautiful land back there. It's like the part of Margate you don't want to go through. They got a big orange thing sitting around the corner out in the street. They got everything is exposed, it's just horrible. You don't see this in any other areas. You can go to Galloway, I don't see it. Go to any part of this area, I don't see what we have in Margate. It's a problem that's been neglected and should be attended to. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. Is there a motion to close public comment?
I'll move that motion, Mayor.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Johanna?
May I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 17-2016, an ordinance amending Chapter 157, Vehicles and Traffic of the Code of the City of Margate, County of Atlantic, State of New Jersey?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 142, authorizing bill payment and claim?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
This is for Colmar Home Center, I'm sorry. Mayor Becker?
I abstain.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Resolution 143, authorizing bill payment and claims.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Resolution 144, authorizing tax lien redemption.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Resolution 145, 2016, authorizing tax lien redemption.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Resolution number 146, authorizing change order number 1 for Lagoon Storm Drain.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
A motion for resolution number 147, authorizing grant agreement between City of Margate and the State of New Jersey.
Make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Resolution number 148, authorizing professional contract with Kevin Corcoran Real Estate.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Resolution number 149, authorizing contract with CM3 for municipal building.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo? Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Yes.
Resolution number 150, authorizing change order number 2, City Hall repurposing Phase 2.
I would like to put on the record that we will accept the authorization of the change order number 2 in the amount of $78,967.45, but we are not accepting a time extension on that contract. The contract remains with no time extension. Thank you.
I'll second that motion.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Thank you, Johanna. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
The meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for being here.